Hello friends, and welcome to our Thursday night stream. I am your host, the only host, the guy who's always here, Dave Beard Menace, and I'm glad you can join us tonight. So tonight, Thursday night, is our art stream, so that means we'll be doing some artsy stuff. We will be continuing the painting of our Sister Repentia, Sister of Battle, right here. So I do hope you guys enjoy and hang out and, maybe do something creative with me as well. But yeah, it's Thursday night. I think we gave enough time for the chat to load, for people to come in, and for people to hang out. So let's get in, let's hang out, and let's do some art, shall we? Let's go to our handy dandy build cam right here. Alright, so we got our model. I did do the copper last time. Okay, I didn't think I did. Alright, so where we last left off, we did some of the copper painting on the model, which means today we'll be doing a lot of the shading with the model. I'm going to use a slightly different, well, it's the same technique, but new paints. I just want to check one thing to make sure I am doing it correctly, because I'm always a little confused by how I always paint the models a little differently, each one by accident. So I want to make sure I'm doing something right. Yeah, sometimes I paint them all silver, sometimes I don't. Okay. Actually, looking at the model, I don't think I can do the shading just yet. Yeah, no shading just yet. I gotta basically get in there and do some more cleanup work. Put some black on here. I don't think we do copper on that. All right, let's get in there. Let's get our black. Base black right here, Abaddon black. We're just gonna mix it up real quick. Okay. Let's wet our brush just slightly. I don't need too much of the black, so just enough to cover the brush. We'll put it on the wet palette to keep it nice and moist. The sweetness, I've actually been low-key obsessed with this song for the past couple of weeks. It's a good song. Alright, let's get in there and do some cleanup of the detail work. Now, normally with the chainsaw, since it already has the primer black, sometimes I leave it as is. Other times I do get in there and just clean it up a little bit. It just depends on what I'm feeling at the time. Okay. 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 Audio check 1 2 1 2. How's it going, Isaiah? You can hear me pretty good, right? And right now, Jen is attempting to put Baby Menace down for sleep. Or is it put Baby down in general, I guess? I can hear you perfectly. I can smack your butt. Go ahead, smack my butt all you want. Just make sure you buy me dinner. I'm a lady. Gotta respect me. Alright, cool. You sent me a photo of your belt? I don't remember. That's what I'm at? Yeah, I don't remember seeing it in the server. I'll look again, though. I saw the picture of the PC that we're talking about a little bit earlier. Again, what I'm doing here, folks, is I am just basically Antonio A. What's going on? Oh, gotcha. Okay. I'll take a look. Show me what you got. Oh, you can't see it, but this part's going to be a little tough. perfect. I got most of the chainsword. I gotta get rid of that stream, that merch link. Alright, is there any other cleanup? Probably the bottom there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, all that's been gotten. Alright, cool. Alright, so now we're going to open up a brand new, some Earthshade for the, oh wait, I think I already have an Earthshade open, I think. I need a new Null Oil, which I have a lot of. Some Null Oil. That's an Earthshade, perfect. So I'm going to try something a little bit different tonight with the shading. Usually, I use a completely different brush for the shading. The problem is, I think that brush has too much gunk and other stuff. So I don't think it really makes a good shading brush because of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to swap out the head of this guy here, use an older head as the shade brush. So we're going to do that real quick. Swap out the head. Got our spring. Make sure this stays somewhere I can get to it. Put in the old brush. Put in the spring. I can't believe I only have like 2 more of these ladies and I'm done. Holy crap. I've literally been painting them for like almost 3 years now. That is terrible. Alright, we got our old brush. We're going to start with our Null Oil first. Perfect. Okay. And so I want to keep as much of details as possible. So we're going to use this brush to like lightly get some shading in the spots. Now you can't entirely see what I'm doing on camera, but I'm basically putting the shader into some of these spots here. And it's coming out pretty good. Like I said, normally I use a much bigger brush, but this is doing the trick, this older one here. Perfecto. Alright, good. I think I like this a bit better than how I was doing it before. I know the Nuln Oil is like a little bit is the cheating way to do it, the Nuln Oil, but it works pretty good for these particular models. I don't use the Nuln Oil shader for much. Well, correction, I try not to. But just a bittersweet symphony. Perfect.
You son of a bitch.
Hey, babe. Safe to say the little one fell asleep. Oh, Isaiah, your favorite lady on the planet, is in chat. Alright, that looks good. Alright, that looks good. She's close. Em, thank you for joining and thank you for liking the live. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Oh, thank you for more likes. Ooh. For liking the like, you get a can of refried beans. Do 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 do. And I use that term loosely. Baby's passed out, or is she still up in the crib making noise? Oh, nice. Good, good, good. We have a patent? Question mark. Oh, she's doing more than walking his ass. She's a running. She really does. She really does run and scream like a Yeti. She's our Yeti. Well, her father's a Bigfoot, so, you know. A Sasquatch. Oh, she's already sassy. Don't put it past her. We got some tool. Yeah, same. I can only read at a 5th grade level, so I don't know what we're going to do. In your defense, she's a mini-gen. She is a mini-gen. She has like these... I love when she gives me like Jen's unamused look. The first time she did it, I think she was like 8 months old. Give or take. Yeah, Mom is pretty sassy. It's great. She hates the same type of people with me, so we just give the same people dirty looks altogether. She gives me dirty looks. What are you trying to say? She hates when people hover over her head. But she reaches up for me when I do that. God, you ladies are so fucking confusing. Mama, stop. Like, first you invent the term gaslighting, which I still don't think exists. Then you confuse the rest of us, man. I'm going to try to catch it this Friday with my buddies. Thankfully, of all the shows and things that are out, that's the one I've seen the least spoilers for. Which makes me a little worried, because that means it's not probably as popular as it used to be. But I finally fixed the light on my computer. I can hear him. Why are women confusing Mom? Like, you guys say you're fine when you're not, you're hungry when you're not, etc. I keep on forgetting to look it up, but there's a restaurant chain out there somewhere called Whatever You Want. And it's for when, like, a couple's going to get something to eat, and the husband or boyfriend asks the girlfriend or the wife, you know, what do you want to eat? And they go, whatever you want. Whatever you want. I think it's pretty clever. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Then you guys get mad when we don't know what you want. I'm sorry, I can't read your mind here. I smell Play-Doh romantic comedy trope bite here. She's a big city girl who is explaining herself because she's a mute. He's a deaf, blind man who can't figure out what anyone else is telling him. This fall, The Disabled and the Restless. It is true. Jen is very direct. I'll come home and, you know, I'll ask, hey, baby, okay, what's wrong? And she'll literally respond with, I'm wondering why I married you. I should have gone with the guy with the Beamer. Not with the guy in the Ford Focus. It's like, cool, I just walked in the door. I know you don't, babe. I'm just joking. Yep, and this is why I switch brushes, because this one likes to open up and fuck around. There we go. Gosh, I'm so lonely. Hang on, let me clean the brush off a little bit. This sounds like what it's like. Is this what it's like? I hope it's not what it's like. Shamar Moore, hello, and they left. Oof. Man, these other chats are not doing okay. Yep, it's what it's like. Of course it is. Good song. I wish I was like Monkey D. Luffy. You mean from One Piece? Is that a One Piece reference? I feel like that's a One Piece reference. Is that a One Piece reference? Yeah, I think that's a One Piece reference. Germ, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. I sees you. I sees you. I feels you. Welcome. Zayari. Hello, Zayari. And they're out. God damn it. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm entertaining enough. People seem to leave me. I'm not sure why there's ads on your screen, Isaiah. Are you subbed to Day of the Bearded Menace? If you were subbed to me, there probably wouldn't be ads on your screen. Just saying. Yeah, for you there shouldn't be an ad on your screen, babe, because you're like a VIP, so that annoys and concerns me. I think they got rid of the whole VIP status shit. I'm gonna need you to repeat yourself. I only heard the end of it. So yeah, I'm not sure why there was ads on your screen. It could be because you are not subbed, because there should not be any ads on your screen, especially on Jen's, because she is a VIP, so she really shouldn't have anything. That tells me that Amazon probably changed something. River 3. Hello, River 3. Well, I was saying was sometimes I don't feel like I'm that entertaining in the other chats because it's like people show up and they leave, and I'm like, damn, am I that boring? I tell a good ghost story. I think that's all I do and am good for, I guess. So as you can see, that oil is doing a really good job at giving her like some more like muscle tone and definition. I really like using this brush for the unknown oil. It's easier to control. And they're just too handsome to watch. Oh, I say, oh, sir, sir, sir. You're making a scene, sir. So I was hoping to wait until there was more people, but I think it might just be us tonight, which is fine. My favorite people are in chats. So, oh, bite me. Question of the night. You are sent to the past a good solid 20 years. Back to the good old time of 2006. The only way you can get home, because you were sent against your will, you only have what you have on you right now. So what you're wearing at the most, what you're using at the most, that's about it. You have no prep time. You're just sent back to 2006. The only way to get home is to prove to the others around you that you are from the future. How do you do it? I might ask this question on Thursday also, depending on how many people are in the chats. Oh, still waiting. Good song. Well, I'm in my underwear, so I'll pass that question till tomorrow. Nope. You're about to go to bed and a wizard or something shows up and they sent you to the past, 2006, in your underwear only. How do you prove to people around you that you are from the future? I'm not sure what that was. Do 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 meow 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 meow. Natasha Crafty Chaos. That's a good name. In 2006, I was 22. Yeah, I was 22. The height of the insane, not here for a long time, here for a good time, Jen. Maxine Genevieve. Some of these people have some really cool names in the other chat. I tell them to who's winning the Super Bowl that year. Ooh. I don't even remember that. That's a good answer. That's a really good answer, actually. Meow, 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 meow. Drawn pictures of mountain tops, yellow sun, in the world. Oh, no. You're not talking to yourself. That would be easy. You're trying to convince other people that you are from the future with what you have on you right now. You don't even know if you have your phone on you. You might have dropped it during the trip. I doubt they would listen to me since, I'm in my underwear. Oh, no, there's no time limit to how long you have to tell them. You just can't go back home until you convince people. That doesn't mean you can't go and, find clothing for this particular event. It just means you can't go home until you convince others you are from the future. That is all. That is all I am saying. Mr. Fubar. Oh, let them know that in 2009, Michael Jackson, our king, dies. That's a good one. Problem is, they have to wait till 2009, and you're waiting around until 2009 until that happens. Remember, you cannot go home until you convince other people you are from the future. Project Limitless. Where have I heard that before? Hello, Project Limitless. Are you still in chat? Barbara Huddleton, hello. No one would fight me. No one. Yeah, I gotta see where this Project Limitless is from. I don't know why, but they sound familiar. I mean, they don't follow me, but interesting. I'll keep that open. Loophole. I can't prove it. The early 2000s were fantastic. I'm sitting there to laugh at drunk Jen and alter time. Fair. That's good. That's a good. The only problem with doing that, though, is you can alter the timeline too much, and Stubbins will never have been born. You and I would never have met. You know, we're giving out answers here, right? But yet he isn't answering himself. Good point. See, I'm a movie guy. I love movies. So in 2006, I think Bad Boys 2 came out. I want to say in 2006. Yeah, I think Bad Boys 2 came out in 2006, I want to say. Let me look, hang on. Because either 2006, 2007, one of those was a good year for movies. (2003). Ooh, I'm way off. Alright, I don't know. Let me see. What movies? Let's go full screen really quick. What movies came out in 2006? Alright, we got Beer Fest, Tooth Fairy. Oh, maybe 2006 wasn't a good year for movies. Nacho Libre, The Departed, Savage, Benchwarmers, Apocalypto, WrestleManiac, RV, Talladega Nights. Alright, Accepted, yeah. Employee of the Month, Hills Have Eyes, Deja Vu, Silent Hill. Alright, so some good movies did come out for 2006. I would recite lines from these movies before they release, depending on when in 2006 I go back. Yeah, that's what I would do. Especially The Departed. Oof, oh my god, I can do a lot with The Departed. A lot with The Departed. You kidding me? Meow, 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 meow. Because depending on when I go back, no, because I have to wait till 2007 for. Because I see Departed wins the Academy Award for Best Director for Scorsese, I think, that year. I don't remember now. Let's go back to build cam. Ryan the Angel Gamer. Do know I said too much. But I think that would be my angle. If I went back to 2006 and I had to prove to people that I was from the future, I would use movies as my ticket. Somehow. Just haven't thought of it yet. Because unfortunately I don't follow too many sports teams. So I literally can't tell them who's going to win depending on what year I go back. I mean, there's the housing market crash, but I think that happened closer in 2007. So it'd kind of be screwed there because I'd have to wait till 2007 for it to come to fruition, and then I wouldn't be able to go home until then. Which, being stuck in the early 2000s probably wouldn't be a terrible thing for a little bit. Like, I can rock that again for a year, maybe. I think it would work out okay. Probably not, but hope so it would. I would just do my best not to alter the timeline as best I could. So for those of you who are just tuning in, I am painting a Sister Repentia from the Sisters of Battle's Army set of Games Workshop Warhammer 40K. The technique I am doing now is I'm using a shader called Nuln Oil, and this is almost like a watercolor. Give me a second, hang on. I need to do some stuff. There we go. Okay. Had to throw the band hammer at somebody. So normally for this technique you would use a much bigger brush. I'm trying something a little different. I'm using an older brush I use that's smaller for detail, and I'm using that to add the shader. And mainly what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to stay like in the details of the skin and the muscle folds to make them pop a little more. Now it's a little hard to see on camera, but you can kind of see the detail on the arms where I've made it pop a little bit more. I may or may not go back up on there with like the lighter shade of skin or the natural skin tone. We will see. Meow, meow, meow. And for those tuning in, question of the week, 'cause I'm probably going to ask this again on the Fallout stream on Thursday. You've been transported through time, and you've gone back to the year 2006. The only way for you to go home, if you choose to, is to convince others that you are from the future. You have no prep time, it just happens suddenly. And you go back in time with literally what you have on you now. So if you're in your PJs right now, guess what? You're going back to 2006 in your PJs. The biggest thing no one said also is if you have your iPhone on you, that would be your biggest ticket back home, because you can show people your iPhone, which hasn't, in 2006 was just announced and was massive. Yeah, 2003. That was a good time for movies. Good time for movies. A lot of good movies came out that year. Between 2003 and 2004, I remember there was not a weekend my friends and I were not at the freaking movie theaters. We were either watching movies or we were renting movies. It was a good time to love movies back in those days. Do new. Okay, let's get a little bit more of this stuff, yeah. Hot guy painting, yeah. All right, good. I'm not going to put any shader on the scars at all. If anything, I'm going to put like some shader on the bottoms of it to make them pop a little more. But V Pace, hello. But I'm not going to put anything on top of the scars on her leg. I'm just going to put stuff on the bottoms of it to make it pop a little more. Like so. Whoops, I moved it off camera like a doofus. That is my fault. That's the thing I get used to is like not moving it off camera by accident. Even though I've been doing this for like quite some time. I always bring it here. But then you guys can't see it. Alright, so we're done with the gnome oil, I believe. And I feel it looks a lot better than how I have been doing with the big ass brush and just Sassy Nurse 78. Hello. I see you joined from the post. I'm sorry it's not what you think it is, but I can still talk some ghost stories if you would like. Alright. So... What's this? Paranoid Android? Yep, Paranoid Android. Unknown, what's going on? Hello? Thank you for coming to the chat, saying what up, what up. Thank you. Painted it myself. This is what it originally more or less looked like. This is pre-primer. And then just... I've been doing more stories, actually. I posted a new story today. Posted a brand new one today. I'm getting back to posting every day. Hopefully the algorithm pushes me out. But that's where... Give me 2 seconds, friends. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, friends. But yeah, Unknown. I'm pretty sure I got shadow banned because I've been posting often, quite often, and people don't see me. I don't get like the numbers that I used to. And I've been shadow banned for like the past like 2 years almost, since 2024 when TikTok went dark for a little bit. But I'm posting again. The best you could do to help me out on those posts is to like literally watch it halfway through, watch it all the way through, binge all the stuff, like, comment, save it, share it, do all the things. That would only help me out, and then I'll get pushed out even more. So yeah, if you could do that, Unknown, that would be very helpful. And some posts still, do what they used to do, but they're nowhere near the numbers they used to. So I got to start posting like every single day. I have about maybe 60 follower stories in the queue, give or take. So I'm happy about that. And yeah, just keep on liking and I don't do like a wow that's cool. Like actually. Like TikTok's very big on engagement comments. So if you just say that's cool, it's gonna be like this person is a bot or something. You have to say like what it reminds you of, something similar to happen to you, like anything like that will help me out. So, but yeah, Unknown. I've been posting ghost stories a lot. I'm going back to posting ghost stories every day. The best you could do is just like I said, share it and all that good stuff. You should do more gameplay live. So I have been doing more lives gameplay. Right now I'm doing Fallout 4 to be exact. Big dummy, hello. I was gonna do more horror games, but I just really want to do Fallout, and Fallout does get a lot of people engaging, talking in the chats. I mean, it's hard not to like Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is a fun game. Fallout's fun series. Excuse me. Fallout is a fun series in general, so it is a lot of fun to play Fallout and have people come in and comment, give me some advice really quick, and then take off. So, but yeah, like I am gonna eventually maybe go back to doing horror games after Fallout 4. We will see. But yeah, I'm gonna be here streaming live every Tuesday and Thursday. Gaming is on Thursday, painting or model building is on Tuesday. So I'm trying to get back to go on early, around 9 p.m. So that way it's more consistent for everybody else and consistent for you guys. But yeah, I would really appreciate if you guys come and hang out, like all the things. It could literally only help. I know, thank you for liking live. I'm actually spying on someone in chat right now. Red line painting? Ooh. Do 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 boo 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 do. All right, let me get back to here. Let's get back into our painting. Thank you for liking the live, unknown. But yeah, like I said, just any little bit helps. You know, I'm trying to get back to where I was before with everything. Before, you know, TikTok went dark and kind of stole it all. Because it's not really like the numbers and plays I miss. I miss the engagement. Like, I miss like videos that had like 300, 400 comments in it. You know what I mean? Of people just commenting or talking to each other, talking about their experiences. Like, that's the stuff I miss the most. Like the actual because then you get to see like a community being built. You know what I mean? And that's the big thing I miss. The community that used to be there. But it'll come back. I know it will. I just gotta stay the course. Post something every day, literally every day. I have 60 stories in the queue. If that doesn't do anything, I don't know what will, so. But yeah, I think what I missed the most from those, my father has a friend that goes. Really? Where's he from? Try some sporadic TikTok lives. Not a bad idea. Sometimes TikTok wants me to go live for specific games that I'll never play because they're like mobile games. So maybe I should try it. Who knows? My father has a friend that goes ghost hunting. Like, are they in the New England area? Because I would love to join them. I have not gone on a really good ghost hunt in quite some time, and I would love to do it again. The buddy I used to go ghost hunting with was not the best person to go ghost hunting with. Because he thought everything was fucking haunted and would ruin the investigation every single time. Maybe because TikTok knows the prime times when people are on to do it. That's fair. That's fair. Alright, let's put more in the eyes. Gotta say, I love this new camera I got from work. Doesn't do too much for like purples, but every other color is pretty great. Oh, Numb. I fucking love this song. Who doesn't love Linkin Park? I'm sure there's people out there who are not fans of them, and I understand, but for gameplay, I would play Resident Evil 7. So I have the Resident Evil 2 remake. I do have Resident Evil 7. I have the remake of Resident Evil 1 from... My cat just got a shot at me. From GameCube back in the day. Halo. But yeah, I'll go back to horror games eventually. But like again, I'm right in the middle, or rather the beginning of Fallout 4, and I just want to follow it through because last time I played it was like 10 years ago when it first came out. Thank you for the like. Ooh, who's liking stuff? Who's liking stuff? She's happy because I gave her ham. What you want me to be? Feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me. Falling apart right in front of you. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. Is more than I can take. I become so numb. I can feel you there. I never really understood Fallout 4, so I never beat it. Same with me, but there's a lot of aspects that are very spooky and horrible. Well, horror-ish. Especially when you don't expect it. And it's funny, like some of the stuff you get into. So I like it. I originally started playing it because of the show that came out. Well, streaming it, I mean. Show's over, but I'm still streaming it. And I like it. I'm having fun. I may switch out when stuff changes. Like, people aren't coming in or not engaging. I might switch to something else, but we'll see. I haven't really decided yet what I want to do with Fallout 4, other than play with it. Nope. I play straight Fallout 4 on PS4. So the name of my show for games is Man vs. Backlog. I have like 20 or 30 games on PlayStation 4 I've never beat, not including PlayStation Plus library. So I'm like, you know what? I need to beat these games. You know, there's a lot of good story I am not privy to or listening to or watching because I have yet to beat the game. I've platinumed Spider-Man 2. I was trying to platinum the first Spider-Man, but it just got too much with the Harry Osborn like air things, if you know what I mean. Horizon Zero Dawn I platinumed. I love Horizon Zero Dawn. That's my favorite fucking game series on PlayStation. Like, I just love that game. The story, the just the main character. I love Aloy. Aloy is such a dope character. Aaron Luis? Hello. Aloy. And I get why some people may not like Horizon Zero Dawn. I know the gameplay and maybe like the bow action is not for everybody. Thank you for the likes. But I love Horizon. I actually cried when I beat Horizon Zero Dawn. In fact, Horizon Zero Dawn was one of the first games I streamed many, many years ago. When it first came out, I just never finished streaming it. I regret not finished streaming that game. Because it was such a good game and so much fun to fucking play. I do. I'm on it. I'm on there right now. Right now in there, my wife's in there, Mrs. Menace. I think my buddy Isaiah took off for the night, so it's just Mrs. Menace. But yeah, I do have a Twitch. You're welcome to join Twitch, or you can stay here. Plenty of emotes and fun stuff in Twitch. If my wife plays something right now, you'll get a preview of what it looks like here on Tiki Taki. You don't have enough credits? Oh, man. That just means I need to stream more so people can build credits to do stuff. Cash poor and attitude rich. Well, I can play stuff because I own it. So I can do stuff like this.
God fucking damn it!
One of my favorites. I definitely need to buy more brown leather. Ooh. If you know the song, sing along. You know things would get better. We could leave this town forever. Somewhere, somehow. No, say yeah, yeah. Ah, yellow card. Was this from 2006? I don't remember. I don't think so. I was playing Phasmophobia for quite some time. I do wish I played it with people. It was fun, but it got boring real quick. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as I got the first couple scares, it just wasn't the same. But I did like Phasmophobia when I played it. I might do it again. A game I was playing very recently that I was just like reviewing that I want to play again on stream would be possibly Project Songbird. That's a good fucking game. Like, it's a narrative driven first person game, and I thoroughly enjoyed it while I was playing it. Very scary points. The story so far, is from what I played, is beautiful. That I might stream at some point. No, stop. Don't play stuff. Although my Apple Watch heard, but wanted me to start playing Flogging Molly. I mean, I like Flogging Molly, but you know. But yeah, I liked Phasmophobia when I played it. Good, solid game. Adam's song. It almost sounds like Dirty Little Secret. Almost. Just the way they comes up in the reverb and like the tempo. Mm-hmm. Wilderness 09. Hello there. Alright, this is going to be a tough part right here. Painting this without getting it on anybody else. Vintage Spider 6. Hello. Vintage Spider, thank you for liking the live. You should hang out if you're still here, Vintage Spider. Perfect. That looks nice and dirty. Alright, we have about half an hour, give or take, left. Let's do some detailing. Or some highlighting, I mean. This 46 and 2? It is 46 and 2. So right now what we're doing is we're cleaning off our brush. This is a song I would love to sing at karaoke if I had the chance. Internet Pup, hello. This is a very pup-friendly chat, or pup-friendly stream. Alright, so now we're done using our shader. We're going to switch out our painting tip. So again, we just pop it out like so. Try not to lose the precious spring. We'll put a cap on this since we are using it for other stuff. We'll take our regular painting brush that we've been using. We'll pop that in like so. Mazel tov. We'll take the spring, load it in. And bombity dong, we have our regular painting brush back on there. Let's give it another wash really quick. Let's paint. The water's looking pretty good actually. Perfect. So the first highlight we're going to do is the ribbons on this character. Actually, no. Yeah, we're going to do the ribbons. Just don't know how good the paint is. It's okay-ish. Oh, your phone died? Gotcha, brother. Alright, perfect. We don't need a lot. That's actually more than enough for what we need it for. They are the Sister Repentia from Warhammer 40K. Wow, right there it finally shows up. Cool. Oh, David. So yeah, the Sister Repentia, CNG Forever, Warhammer 40K. They're a commission from a buddy of mine to paint. I've had them for much longer than I like to admit, but I'm almost done. After her, I got 2 more left, and then I'll be done with the Sister Repentia finally. There's a small part of me that wants to repaint some of them just because I've learned so much with other models. Depends on what you mean by artist. I am a good model painter. I went to school for art and graphic design. So I do know color theory and all that good stuff. Hang on one second. But yeah, I went to school for art. Cook job, hello. So I can sketch, I can paint, I can do graphic design work, I can do like video editing and other things. That dried almost immediately after I put it on here. Hang on. Shergy. Mr. Lova Lova. Alright, so now we're doing the highlights. Alright, Unknown. You be easy, my friend. I'll be back on Thursday playing some Fallout 4. I hope to see you in any of the chats. But if not, I fully understand. We all have places to be, things to do, life stuff. But I'll see you around, my brother. Again, remember what I said earlier. Just please like and share all the things. It'll help me out so much. I see a bandana, Dad. Ooh, this is a rough angle I'm at right now. Okay, I think I got it. What's up, brother? How you living, Chief? We have a Zachary W. Hello. Deadpool Smir. Hello. Oh, we got so many more people joining. All right. All right. Hang on, I need a little bit more paint. More of our gray sear right here. Ooh, Karma Police. Such a great song. There we go. Perfect. Up Vibes 43. Hello. And they're out. That was a bit too heavy-handed, David. The camera even saw how heavy-handed that was. There we go. In the words of Bob Ross, we don't make mistakes. We just make happy accidents. Agreed. Speaking of great songs, Untied Shoes is playing open mic tomorrow night. Whereabouts? At Black Rock? Down in my area? Park City Music Hall, I'm guessing? Yep, I know my venues, bro. This is my town, my city. That is the place to be able to do open mic night. Ah, shit. There we go. We're getting way too heavy-handed, David. But yeah, Park City Music Hall is a good venue. Nice. We're hoping to get the 7:30 or 8 slot. Hope you can make it. Yeah, generally on Wednesdays, my friends and I try to have like a guys' night at the bar right next door. So if we go out, or even if we don't go out, I'll try to make it. Try to support artists in any way, shape, form when I can. Oh, Drive. Good song. Mm-hmm. Nice. Awesome. Kick ass. Staying clear. Would you choose water over wine? The wheel and drive. Thanks, man. Yeah, just years of practice. Well, I wouldn't call it years of practice. Well, yeah, years of practice. It's funny because I've boxed, not well, but I've boxed. So you would think my hands would be all like shaky and shit, but no. Somehow they're always good to where they need to be. Mm-hmm. But it's hard to tell, but I am cheating a little bit. So yes, this is steady, but I'm resting my pinky on my thumb here to give me more of that, like that steadiness. And then if you look how my hands are, they're all resting on each other, or the fingers resting on each other, to really keep it nice and steady. Just little tricks. It's probably the closest I'll ever get to doing a tattoo, but be what it be. But even with the steady hands, I still mess up. Because you can see, like, here how thick that line is. Like, I would go back and clean it up, but I already have the shader on here. And that would require me to probably paint over the whole thing just to fix that one spot, which I don't want to do. And again, see how my hands are? Like, my fingers are always resting on each other in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, always steady hands since I could remember. Even back when my sketching days, I remember getting comments on how steady my hands were. I thought about it, but I don't know. It's a lot. Like, I know it's just tracing and shit, but, like, there's still some type of technique involved. Like, I don't know. I don't want to. Plus, I think I'm too old to take up tattooing. But considering 20 years, AI is going to take over most jobs anyway. Being a tattoo artist or doing some type of art might be the only thing that's left. Well, physical medium, anyway. But yeah, this is my Tuesday night stream. We just work on some art and paint some stuff. When she's done, she'll look very similar to this chick right here. So very similar to her. That's a done piece. And also this piece right here, she's fully done. I have 2 more models left, which will equal up to 10 models, and then I'll probably go back to this bad boy right here, El Nacho. I'm gonna have to change the settings a little bit in the camera because he's very overexposed. Right now the settings are for these ladies, so. But yeah, I'm very excited to go back to Nacho. Or I'll switch it up, I don't know. I have a shitload of models to paint. Or even some Gundam building. I haven't built a Gundam in a while. Oh, thanks, man. Just a lot of just practice and like trial and error over the years. I've been streaming in some way, shape, or form for the past 10 years, maybe more. Yeah. So I have 2 setups right now running off the same machine. I got my painting setup here. And then I got my gaming setup, which looks... But I also have to switch camera angles because I have my different background for gaming. I think we put all the highlights on the little banners here. Let's check the back. We can do a little bit more. So again, the highlights really help it pop a lot. A little too heavy-handed with that one. We'll clean up a little bit. Perfect. Heading to YouTube to post and then to work till 1-ish. Have a good night. What do you put on YouTube? I know you're about to leave, but I'm just curious. Gotcha, man. All right, well, have fun, brother. I will see you around. Thanks for stopping in, and as always, be easy, stay frosty, and may the force be with you. Peace. All right, so I think we're done with the highlights on the banners. Let's do the red seals. Get those highlights going. I think for those I was using corn red. There we go. Corn red. Perfect. All right. Let me clean that off really well. Now let's meow. There we go. It's a little bit more red. It's a little hard to see the highlights I'm putting on this because of the camera. Maybe one of these days I'll try to zoom in a little closer, so you can really see the detail I'm putting on the thing. Don't look you in the eye. Damn it, David. The whole world saw that. Very special. Alright, that's fine. I'll clean it up later. I'm a weirdo. I don't belong here. Weirdo. Perfect. I did do a little paint over, but that is fine. I'll just go back in there with the black and clean that up. But other than that, the highlight on these seals is good. It would kill. Okay. Shubbly, painting goes really good, my friend. Just cleaning off my brush. Just did some highlight work on the seals. I'll show you in a second once I'm done cleaning the brush. How are you doing tonight? What the hell am I doing here? And I don't belong here. Man, red is really tough to paint off. Or you get off, I mean, like, holy shit. I'm doing well trying to figure out the paint scheme for my wizard with chainsaw. Ooh. Mucho, mucho nice. But here's how she's looking tonight. I got some of the shader on her so you can get like some of the muscle detail. I was going to go back in there and highlight the muscle, but I kind of used a regular, smaller paintbrush for the shading. Just Null Nail and Argrax Earth Shade. I might do some highlight work on the tunic. But I'm not too sure about that yet. But yeah, I just put the highlights on the seals. You can't really see it too well on the camera. But highlight work. You can get really close with this. But yeah, highlight work or not. Oh, are we still here? We're still live? Okay. It's like ever since I lucked out and found one Citadel model that's 39. Really? No shit. I had a Space Marine Demon Prince. I gave to a buddy of mine thinking we'd be homies forever, and he's gone. I'm never going to see that thing again. It upsets me so much. Thanks, friend. Thank you very much. Alright, let's do some purple highlight. We'll do Exedius Purple for the big highlight. Mostly on their face covering, because that face covering is hard to see, but it's like a dark purple, so we're going to make it a little light purple for the highlights. Make it pop a little bit, you know what I mean? Yeah, there are 3 wizards with weapons. I only have to find wizard with grenade to complete the group. So there's several models I am looking forward to painting. When I get to them, I have like a bunch of models. So I absolutely have content for days. So I have my guard, my old school guard. Some of them are not painted, some of them are. And I want to find a color scheme that works really well other than the classic commando khaki with green, you know? So I'm thinking almost like a German black or gray with like red armor, possibly. Or even with like white or off-white armor. Make them look more stormtroopery. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I do want to do something. These older models, they only have armor, if you notice, like on the top part. So they don't have anything like on the knees or anywhere else that the newer models have. But I can work with them. Like they're a veteran group. And then the new ones, they can have the better color scheme. But one of the models I'm really looking forward to painting that was gifted to me at PAX East this past year is a Galactopus. I still have it in the bag. There's no reason to keep it in the bag, but I have it in the bag. And Galactopus, as you can see, is an octopus with a bunch of Glocks. About 6 in total, 5, because he has to keep his balance with the other parts of his legs. But yeah, a Galactopus. Very looking forward to painting this guy. I'm going to make him fluorescent because I do want him to glow under blacklight. I just got to figure out how and with what I'm going to do that with. Because I have fluorescent green, but I don't think that's going to work with the octopus. But a fluorescent blue will. So I just got to figure it out. And he has a hat, you know, fedora, and like whole mustache thing going, if you can see that. And I showed one of my buddies, and I said, we have to, even if I make a character that dies in the first part of the campaign, it has to be Pathfinder, because I don't think it'll work in D&D. This has to be a spell. Right? This has to be a freaking spell. Like cast Gloctopus, he just lights up the area. Not sure what the AoE is, but yeah, I still have to trim off like some of the 3 printed like gunk. But I am very looking forward to painting this guy. I just gotta think about his color scheme. So I want him to look good. Like, really fucking good. But we will see. I'm sure whatever I do with him, he will look awesome. Yeah, Gloctopus. And that's from TC Kobold. They're the ones who gifted it from me. It was a PAX East exclusive, and they gave it to me, which is pretty kick-ass. But yeah, check them out, TC Kobold. They're really cool, really nice. They do make some pretty awesome, inventive models. But then I have a bunch of other models I can always work on, like my Tau Boba Fett. So he's Tau. The whole idea is he joined the Imperium for whatever reason, or he's a bounty hunter using a melta gun, has a sword that he took off from an Imperial Guardsman, you know, all that good stuff. So him I gotta do some stuff with. I just gotta figure out what, how, and where, you know what I mean? But yeah, those are the weird little fuckers I'm working on right now. Okay, so we're almost at time. We are going overtime right now, so we're doing another 15 minutes. I was trying to find the name of them for you, but there was a cool idea of guard, but they were done up like Romans. Really? So like Legionnaires? I have guard that I painted up to be Spartans years ago. I still have them. They're not done, but those are ones I want to finish and do stuff with. Okay, so... Oh, purple. Let's mix her up. Good night, babe. I'm going to be up for a little while longer finishing the stream, and then I'm going to record a tiki-taki for tomorrow. Thanks for always being in here supporting, babe. Seriously. It means a lot. Not that I'm tearing up or anything. But paint it up like Romans. That is pretty cool. Alright, that's pretty much all the paint we need. And I can't find one camera. Hang on, let me do full screen. One camera that does purple well. It always comes out like blue. Whoops, and I don't think my... I don't even think my Elgato face cam is any better. I gotta find a camera that really handles colors well, or maybe just fuck with the settings more. I don't know. Yeah, it was for Games Workshop, licensed game, but isn't part of the official lore. They were like Renegade Human Kingdom. Interesting. That's what more or less I want to do with my guardsmen. They're just guys who defected. They still fight like the guard, but they do their own thing. Maybe occasionally get new troops. Ooh, monkey wrench, nice. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Chibli, how is the sound on your end? Can you hear me clearly along with the music? Severin Dominant. Hang on, let me look that up really quick. I don't want to lose that. Severin Dominant. Get the fuck out of here. Huh, they look pretty... So I'm just seeing like illustrations of them, not the models yet, but they do look pretty cool. That's actually a pretty dope color scheme. And they're doing the red armor with the commando khaki. Okay. I see you. Very cool. You sound good, and I can't really hear the music, to be honest. I'm on an old laptop, and it doesn't have the best speakers. That's fair. I do have the music semi-low. Isaiah, did you switch? I swear Isaiah is like fan number one, but it's like he's just like a stalker. That's okay. I like Isaiah. Isaiah's a cool guy. I'm everywhere, Dave. Everywhere. That's fine. No, I forgot I don't have Twitch on my phone. That's fair. Funny. Yeah, Jen already went to sleep. She said goodnight, but I think you were already out of chat when she said goodnight. Now in that chat, it's just the stream bots, and that is it. But that's okay. I have Chubbly in the red app hanging out with me. I got you in that particular TikTok app. It's all good. All good. Laptop is updating. Ah, gotcha. Alright, perfect. That's all the highlights I need. I'm all you'll ever need. Cool. All right. I found this nice gaming laptop I want to get when I save up. Oh, yeah? Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Legionnaire. Imperial Guardsman. That is pretty cool. Nice. I'm thinking about doing similar. Like my PC is showing its age. I built it in 2020. I mean, I future-proofed it, so it still has a lot of kick left in it. I'm thinking, because my office is going to be redone completely, I'm going to be moving into our walk-in closet. It'll be a lot nicer. I'm going to have like a 2-3 PC setup. I have a laptop I'm going to use for the blackout. It's actually used to be cheaper to build a PC. Now, not really. But yeah, I future-proofed this. I should have at least another year or two left in this. But what I'm thinking about doing is same thing. Oh, it's a lot easier than you think. It's a lot easier than I thought it was. But what I'm thinking about, let me go full screen. What I'm thinking about doing with my current PC that I'm doing this on right now is this will be the streaming PC. So I'll buy a brand new gaming PC. The RAM is never going to go down. RAM will always be shitty. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is the PC I'm streaming on right now, I am going to update it a little bit. RAM should still be good. It's DDR5, so it should still be good. Maybe update the processor. Motherboard should be fine. Graphics card should be fine for what I want to do. And then turn this into my streaming PC. And then buy a gaming laptop and just game off of that. Or just wait for the Steam machine. I don't know. But I haven't seen people build Steam machines really well. So, and just use like a Linux interface. So I may do that. We will see. Because I already have a second laptop now for the painting stream, which will be nice. I'll have a completely second setup, isolated setup for painting that I don't have to do anything with. Just set it up and that's it. Yeah, you can always build it piece by piece. Like, you don't have to do everything all at once. I mean, I did, just because I had the money for it, and I just went with it. And a buddy of mine had an extra tower we just built everything into. But yeah, or, I don't know, maybe I'll just fully upgrade this and just hook it up. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. That's another year or two down the line. I'm pretty sure this thing can still handle most stuff I throw it at, but if you keep it as a regular streaming machine, it'll be fine. I've heard that too, that gaming laptops burn out quickly. Same. Like, I heard like the shelf life on a gaming laptop is maybe 3 or 4 years at the most, I think. But I'm just trying to think of like any trick to make it work in the future. But we'll see what the future holds. Back to the future. All right. We have 2 minutes left to stream, give or take. Actually, 4 minutes. I'm not going to start a new layer of anything. I already did the purple mask. We will continue this lady next week. We're just going to chat for a little bit, if it's okay with you guys. But yeah, like, I gotta see what I'm going to do for stuff and things. because this thing is showing its age. I tried playing Battlefront 2 for Resurgence Day, and I tried streaming Battlefront 2 for Resurgence Day, and it just gave me so much issues. So we'll see. But I've heard really good things about Stream Decks, and you could jerry-rig it almost like a Switch, where you plug it into a dock and it becomes like a gaming PC in its own right. So monitor, keyboard, all that good stuff. So that might be something I consider as well. Just buy a Stream Deck or a Steam Deck. Because I've heard nothing, like literally nothing but good things about the Steam Deck. Like my cousins have them and they just live by them. But I think what I might do, rather than having a standalone, well, it depends, but rather than having a standalone capture card, I might just PCI it, like have it, you know, connected to the motherboard itself, and have 2 or 3 capture cards in it, so I can, you know, stream from another PC, or stream a plate from the PlayStation 4 or 5. Like I don't have to unplug or use a switch, but we'll see. Because I really don't want to lose any lose any quality with the PlayStation 5 because of the 5K. But again, who knows? By the time I get this all done, the PS6 might be out, maybe, and I'll be streaming off of that. But I honestly think that I'll be streaming off of my PS2, doing Man versus Backlog for quite some time. Quite some time. But yeah, friends, how's everyone else's night going? We're just sitting here chatting, talking, seeing how things go. We have another... Oh, I think we're done right now. Yeah. 2:30. Yeah, I think we are all set, my friends, but okay. That is it for me, guys. I hope everyone had fun tonight. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Hope everyone had fun tonight, hanging out, painting with me, getting this model looking all nice and cherry. But I gotta call it a night, my friends. It's been really fun, but... Oh, there's an ad break going on right now over there. But yeah, friends, that's it for me. Hope everyone had a good night tonight. Chubli, Isaiah, anyone else, I will be back Thursday night to play some Fallout 4. I should be going on around 9:30, but definitely keep posted. I try to stay on until about midnight anyway, so people can get a full bill of Dave the Bearded Menace. But yeah, anyway, friends, that's it for me. As always, be easy, stay frosty, and may the force be with you. Peace.